Your stomach churns. You push the vegetable medley around your plate. You aren't close enough to Simone to talk to her about this, and there's no one here who would understand. Steel City East is the good school, the white school. There's no containment poisoning the water in this part of town. There are no blisters splitting these kids' faces. For them, it's just a news story, and not even one of the big ones. There are 4 different wars to cover: the nationwide emergency and statement of martial law, the ongoing uprising in D.C., the Cat 6 hurricane bearing down on the Gulf Coast. The containment is nothing. It's a footnote crawling across the bottom of the broadcast. You're only allowed here at East because your dad is one of the custodians. And it makes your friends uncomfortable when you mention that. Makes them uncomfortable when you talk about the water. Makes them uncomfortable when you remind them that you're black. So you don't. You need friends, even in a place like this, especially. Look, you guys are starting shit for no reason, Sophie is saying now. They didn't shoot that guy because he was black. They shot him because he was out after curfew. Only because his car had broken down. They should have helped him, Emma argues. I mean, yeah, it sucks, but laws are laws. The curfew didn't even exist 2 months ago, Trevor mutters. They're making this shit up as they go. That's not the point, Sophie says. What if it had been Jordan? Emma interrupts then. Is that all you'd have to say then? Laws are laws? What the fuck? Everyone's looking at you now. You are a butterfly pinned and squirming. That sick feeling in your stomach swells. Oh, that's right, they're realizing. It's in their eyes. Like when Dorothy gets to Oz and suddenly sees everything in color. She's black. I don't want to be here, you think. And then it happens again. Time stops. You sit up straight, grinning a little with disbelief as you look around. This can't all be in your head. It's too real. It's as if you stepped into a photograph. The silence is complete. No chatter from your classmates, no clatter of plastic silverware. The ticking of the clock behind its cage has stopped. Your friends' expressions are frozen too. Emma is red with embarrassment on Sophie's behalf. Sophie's face set in determination. Trevor looks like he just wants to disappear. So do you. You stand up, careful not to bump into anyone. You're not sure what would happen if you did. And what will happen when time starts back up again? Will it look like you just vanished into thin air? Only if you hurry. You don't know how long time will be stopped. Yesterday, it felt like only a minute. You have to document this. You shake up Sophie's unopened can of Coke, just on principle. Sling your backpack over your shoulder and run out of the cafeteria. The hallways are filled with students caught on their way to and from lunch. Pea-green metal lockers running up and down either side, gleaming white floor tiles, reflecting the harsh light overhead. The sound of your footsteps echoes emptily through the silence as you weave between people, filming it all with your phone as you go. That way you can show it to someone later if you have to. Prove it's not all in your head. All right, but if it's not in my head, then what the fuck is going on, you wonder? You push open the front doors and continue outside. Flags caught flapping in the wind, cars stalled on the road, the fountain in the courtyard looks like a glass sculpture. The water, you think, walking over to it. You cut your hand through the spray, watching the drops scatter without falling. Maybe the containment does have something to do with this. The containment comes from a military lab uptown that dumps its chemical waste into the river. Trace metals, man-made. They haven't even added them to the periodic table yet. You still don't know what exactly they're cooking up in there. You don't expect you ever will. But you know Simone's dad is one of the scientists. That's how she ended up in Steel City East in the first place. Once the story broke out about the water, her father was able to pull some strings and get her transferred. You could pay her a visit, maybe, see what she knows. She must know something. More than you, at least. The spell breaks. Time starts up once again. Your breath catches a little. You glance down at your phone, stop the video. 7 minutes and 23 seconds. You're getting better at this.